and we have more than 500 million followers. People indeed are risking their life to blow whistles from within, because a lot of the intels we got are from the inner circles, the upper echelon of the Chinese government and the military. That's why these people are risking their lives to give us the important intels. So I want you to share some heartfelt words with our Chinese whistleblowers who are actually bypassing the internet firewall to watch this interview.
What I'm learning about the whistleblowing is they have to do it in numbers. It can't be one, it's got to be
massive.
100, 200, 300, 500 people, and then they like whack-a-mole trying to find these individuals. But if there's so many, they can't stop the sleeping giant.
Yeah.
So that's what it's going to take. But for that to happen, you got to have a few people with insane courage. I think moral courage is the most rare form of courage, but that's what it's going to take. And in the American founding, you had people who gave up their lives, their honor, and their sacred fortune, and they did that for each other. So that's what you're going to have to find. And in this country, people are very afraid. They don't want to lose their money.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, especially Christians, that who are focused on what happens after you die, and I say, you don't take your money with you.
I think there's a founding father. He had a famous saying that people who forsake liberty or freedom for comfort or economic interest will get nothing.
Everyone wants to be comfortable, but the problem with that is if you do nothing, you'll end up being uncomfortable because things are headed in a scary direction, and it's going to take people to step up. So yes, you might lose your comfort, but you might keep your comfort, but you might lose your soul.
Absolutely.
And I think losing your soul is worse than being uncomfortable, or comfortable rather.
Indeed, and the people who live in a socialist country, they're being provided by the government from cradle to grave, and they're living a comfortable life, but actually they're in jail. Their mind and spirit are imprisoned by the big government, and that's why this year's AmFest, one of the biggest theme is big government sucks.
Well, I'm not a critic. I'm more of a try to be a truth teller. In times of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. But I do think we have to overcome the fear, and the way to overcome the fear is to find the fearless people. Don't pay attention to the the people who are afraid. I would say, for those of you watching, this message is for the fearless, is that take action, stick together, and find other fearless people. Find the good, the strong, and the fearless people, and the humble people, and the smart people, and stick together and start taking action.